That red ribbon on the north lawn of the White House marks today's 25th anniversary of World AIDS Day. And in those 25 years, billions have been spent on the fight against AIDS, so much raised with the help of Bono from U2 and an army of activists. Just this week, the U2 star helped raise $26 million at an auction for the Red campaign at Sotheby's. And that's where we sat down for our Sunday Spotlight to discuss a goal that once seemed unthinkable, a world without AIDS. World AIDS Day, 2013. And the end truly is in sight.
Yes, it really is. There's jeopardy, but it really is. There does seem to be the political will. The American people have said that this fight against HIV/AIDS, this tiny little virus that's wreaked so much havoc in so many people's lives, 34 million dead, they want it, they got it in their sights, they want to see it done. And that is so inspiring to me.
In a rare display of bipartisanship, Republicans and Democrats came together last month to fund PEPFAR, an American program started by President Bush.
We argued with President Bush about setting up PEPFAR. We thought, why not just stick with the global fund? And he was, no, we want to do it ourselves, because America's going to do this properly, we want to be able to keep an eye on it. And we sort of disagreed with him on that. But actually, they work very well together. And even though originally Republicans historically supported PEPFAR and Democrats, the Global Fund, that has changed. And so actually we found ourselves with Democrats going in and saying, what about the support for the Global Fund? And they were like, but PEPFAR is doing so well. And it's like, wow, this is incredible. This is what happens when people put their ego and political point scoring away for a bigger purpose, and they stop playing politics.
The closer you get to the finish line, the more difficult it can be.
We're very worried about complacency. There's a chance of having the first AIDS-free generation by 2015, 2016. We can see it. We could lose that if we lose the political will. So
a new battle has begun to keep up the stunning progress in a fight that at one point seemed lost, back when life-saving drugs were out of reach for millions.
It used to cost a fortune, you know, 10 grand a year. It's down to 40 cents a day for one pill. I mean, we forget how dramatic it was here in the United States and in Europe.
And then when you go to Africa, you go to India, there was a concern not too long ago that an entire generation would be wiped out.
I remember being in Malawi, in Lilongwe, where there was 4 to a bed queuing up to be diagnosed. But the diagnosis was a death sentence because there was no treatment. They had the medication, but they couldn't give it to them. They couldn't afford it. And it actually really was a sort of an assault on my whole idea of equality. I just thought an accident of where you live, you know, cannot decide whether you live. That is something I'm ready to put my life on the line for that. We can't have these technologies simple, cheap, and be denying them to others. And we haven't. It's amazing. And it's happened now. And as I think about it, it's too much. I'm so excited.
Progress is so stunning. Our thanks to Bono for that. Some welcome news from Afghanistan this week as well. The Pentagon did not announce any deaths of service members overseas. That's all for us today. Thanks for sharing part of your Thanksgiving weekend with us. Check out World News with David Muir tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow on GMA.